Welcome to Dateline SAU, your source for the latest news and sports from St. Ambrose University. I'm Mary Evans.
And I'm Cameron Giampaolo. Last week was the first SAU Student Vendor Fair. It's an event where small, student-run businesses could display their products for other fellow students. Dateline SAU's Matt Clark was there for the event.
Last week, St. Ambrose University, with the help of Enactus Club, hosted their first annual Student Vendor Fair, and organizers say it was a success.
Today we're having our Student Vendor Fair, which is for students on campus to promote their personal business ventures, which is really awesome and really exciting for us to see, just because, you know, a lot of times we get to hear from students about like their majors or what they're planning to do after college, but it's awesome to see them getting a start on their business ventures here and now.
This vendor fair was a great opportunity for not only business major students, but others as well who had their own businesses to showcase their talents and their creative spirit.
This event has opened up many opportunities for my company, as it has allowed us to reach many different contacts and different vendors and all sorts of different companies and ideas as well to help grow in the future.
According to the student vendors, this event had a lot of good traction for them and even allowed them to make connections in the community. Matt Clark, Dateline SAU.
For more information on how Enactus helps students become entrepreneurs, visit the news page on the SAU website and look for the vendor fair.
A new St. Ambrose student-hosted radio show will soon be airing throughout the Quad Cities on radio station KALA. The show will be called Live from the Hive, and as the station's general manager describes it, the show is for students by students.
It's a brand new radio show, students doing this show themselves. It's live on the air every Monday, starting at 2:30 p.m. until 3 p.m. Kind of a slump in the afternoon. We thought we would pick things up with something different and students talking about what students are thinking about.
Live from the Hive will feature discussion topics chosen by students. The show will also include trivia and other recurring segments. Baker says that any student can get involved with the show or with the radio station itself.
We'd love to have people involved on the air, behind the scenes, or if you just want to attend and be a part of the studio audience, we're going to be down in the lower level of Cosgrove Hall in the Hive area every Monday, starting at 2:30 p.m., so be a part of it.
Live from the Hive's first broadcast will be Monday, February 14th at 2:30 on KALA 88.5 FM.
A new art exhibit is now on view in the Morrissey Gallery in the lobby of the Galvin Fine Arts Center. The artist, Rowan Shashaim Anderson, has been weaving tapestries for over 40 years. The examples on display were constructed in layers, with the woven sections sewn together.
These tapestries were woven on a wide floor loom, a 56-inch wide floor loom that I have in my studio. And the theme of this work is collage.
The tapestry collage will be showing in the Galvin lobby until February 24th.
Rehearsals are underway for the St. Ambrose Theatre production Proof, a play by David Auburn. Senior St. Ambrose student Kay Hampton, who is directing the show, says that this has been something she's wanted to do for quite some time.
My first year at St. Ambrose, I made a list of goals that I wanted to achieve by the time I graduated from the theater department. And my biggest goal was to get to direct the spring studio slot my senior year. It's something I'd said my freshman year, I have to be able to do it. So this has definitely been a bucket list item, absolutely. Everyone has worked so hard, and it's insane to think that everybody's pulling together to do something that happened in my brain. And it's weird to see it happen on the stage and be like, oh yeah, that's what I wanted. Or I didn't think that's what I wanted, but now I've changed my mind and things have changed throughout the process. So I'm just excited for people to see it.
This is Hampton's first time directing a production like this, and she is very proud of all the work that the cast and crew have put into the show. Proof opens on February 17th and will be performed in the Galvin Studio Theater.
It is estimated that 6% of the population suffers from seasonal affect disorder. Winter can be especially troublesome for college students who may compound the problem with poor sleeping habits and a vitamin-deficient diet. St. Ambrose Mental Health Outreach and Prevention Specialist Lindsay Howards has worked to create a safe space for all SAU students. Mental Health Tuesdays is an educational and supportive workshop that is held at 2 p.m. in Franklin Hall. The freshman group focuses on adjusting to new normals as a college student. An open office hour follows for any student looking for support to stop in and talk, complete exercises, or even grab a snack.
Right now I'm doing quesadillas, and then for the last one I might be doing more of a smoothie type situation with more vitamins. I'll have also posted throughout the space just different information on nutrition that also helps with the given topic.
Students that have participated in the past said the workshops help them not feel alone in tough situations. For more information about mental health, you can visit the Counseling Center.
A free service for SAU students has returned to the basement of Davis Hall. The campus environmental organization Green Life has opened Davis Closet.
They have a lot of different clothes and a lot of different resources for free for anyone, so you can either drop off some clothes that you don't wear anymore so other people can come by and grab them if they need them, or just come by and see what we have, and just really wanted to show off this resource for everyone on campus.
Davis Closet is open to students 24/7.
The Library Do-It-Yourself Depot is back, hosting another holiday crafting event. With Valentine's Day just around the corner, the library is providing stationery for SAU students to write Valentines to the people they love.
Is a little station where you can grab some Valentines, you can address them to your friends or that special someone, and we'll send them through campus mail for you.
The library invites students to stop by and get their craft on while supplies last. And don't forget to check your campus mailboxes for these notes and other mail.
Coming up after a short break, the St. Ambrose dance and cheer teams continue to be at the top of their game.
And the Fighting Bee women's basketball team makes a statement as they work to wrap up the regular season and head toward postseason play.
We'll have these stories and more coming up after the break.
On Dateline SAU.
We're more than a radio station. We're your neighbors, investing time in our community. We're mentors, guiding the next generation of broadcasters. We're supporters of veterans, partners with social service agencies, and investigators of history. We're dedicated sports fans. We're committed to the stories that make the Quad Cities unique. We are KALA Radio, 88.5 FM, 106.1 FM. Turn it on, turn it up.
So I actually never meant to be a Quad Citian for life. I went to Bettendorf High School and thought that the last thing I wanted to do was stay here and go to college, but we came here for a campus visit, and I was lucky enough to get an Ambrose scholarship, so that helped tip the scales in Ambrose's favor a little bit, but I knew as soon as I walked on campus that this was the place that I wanted to be, and for me it ended up kind of being the best of both worlds. So I got to live on campus and grow that independence and become my own person, but I also got to, have that ability to be close to home and interact with my family on the weekends.
After falling to Trinity Christian last November, the women's basketball team looked to avenge one of very few blemishes on their extremely impressive record this Monday. The first 3 quarters of the game were a real nail-biter. Leading by just 3, the Bees opened the fourth with a huge 14-2 run. Shane Smith netted herself 7 points, including that jumper for 2 early in the first. Kylie Wroblewski also had herself a night. She pulled in 18 rebounds, including this one, and added 14 points of her own to push the Bees ahead of the Trolls in the second quarter. The Bees shared the love, marking 14 total assists on the night. This fast break saw touches from Maddie Cash, Anna Plummer, Kylie Wroblewski, and finally an easy layup for Janie Prestigard. St. Ambrose's fourth quarter rally allowed the Bees to pull away to mark a W, 74-52. The women will next host Holy Cross College in Lee Loman this Saturday at 1 p.m. After winning 3 in a row, the men's basketball team suffered a setback, dropping 2 conference road games this past week. The Bees fall to 11-14 on the season, 9-10 in the conference.
The defending NAIA national champion St. Ambrose dance team continues to perform well. This past weekend, they took top honors in the Thresher Invitational at Bethel College in Newton, Kansas. They edged out Midland, Nebraska, a team that finished 5th at nationals last year. The SAU cheer squad made it a clean sweep for the Bees. Both teams will host a competition at Lee Loman Arena before traveling to Siena Heights, Michigan on February 13th. Regional qualifying competition will follow at the end of the month. The men's volleyball team came close, but ultimately lost a tough contest at Cardinal Stritch. For the winless Bees, it was the team's 6th loss in a row. The men have 2 more games on the road before returning home on February 19th. And that's all we have for you on this edition of Dateline SAU.
We'll be back next week with the latest news and sports from St. Ambrose University.
Remember to check out the SAUtv Facebook and Instagram pages for our newscasts, late-breaking news, and more.
You can also find news stories and videos on The Hive at SAUthebuzz.com.
Thanks for watching.
We'll see you next week.